Welcome to a journey where the fastest way forward might just be backwards. In a world obsessed with progress and constant motion, we often overlook the power of pausing and looking in the opposite direction. This video explores Invert, the art of thinking backwards for clarity, wisdom, and success by Divyam Chhaya. We'll discover how flipping our perspective can reveal hidden truths, help us avoid costly mistakes, and bring clarity to our decision. Get ready to challenge your assumptions and see the world through a contrarian lens. Sometimes the best answers come from asking the opposite question. Divyam Chhaya is not just an author. He's a cybersecurity specialist and international trainer who has spent years helping people think more clearly in complex environments. His unique blend of technical expertise and a passion for teaching has given him a rare perspective on decision-making. Through his global training sessions, Divyam noticed a common pattern. People are often trapped not by what they don't know, but by what they refuse to see. This realization inspired him to write Invert, a book dedicated to clarity, wisdom, and avoiding the blind spots that sabotage us. Before we dive deeper, let's hear what experts are saying about inversion. Cognitive scientists, CEOs, authors, and psychologists have all praised this approach. They call it a masterclass in clarity, a missing tool in decision-making, and a blueprint for avoiding costly mistakes. Inversion is described as both refreshing and practical, combining philosophy with real-world application. These endorsements highlight how thinking backwards isn't just a quirky idea, it's a powerful method embraced by leaders and thinkers across fields. This book is dedicated to those brave enough to turn the world upside down. It honors the thinkers who find wisdom not in addition but in subtraction. From mathematicians like Carl Jacobi to philosophers like Lao Tzu, and modern minds like Charlie Munger and Nassim Taleb, inversion is a thread that connects contrarians, innovators, and quiet thinkers. These individuals dared to look at the world in reverse, and in doing so saw it more clearly than most. A society that values moving forward, why should we consider thinking backwards? The answer lies in clarity. When we constantly chase progress, we can become lost in the noise, missing the simple truths that lie behind us. Inverting our thinking helps us uncover blind spots, avoid mistakes, and simplify the complex. It's a philosophy that encourages us to pause, reflect, and sometimes take a step back to see the bigger picture. Most of us are taught to move from point A to point B, believing that effort leads directly to reward. But life is rarely that simple. It's messy, unpredictable, and full of twists. The more we chase the right way forward, the more we risk missing what's truly important. Inversion asks us to pause and consider, what if the best way forward is actually to turn around? By asking the opposite question, we reveal hidden dangers and opportunities. Mathematician Carl Jacobi famously said, "Invert, always invert." His approach was to flip problems upside down to find solutions that others missed. Inversion isn't just about seeing the light, it's about noticing the shadows. It's about focusing not on what to add but what to subtract. By daring to ask the opposite question, we can uncover what's missing and avoid repeating mistakes. A surgeon once said, "I don't need to know all the ways a surgery can succeed. I just need to know the ways it can fail and make sure I prevent those." This is the essence of inversion, achieving success by removing sources of failure. Instead of focusing solely on what to do, we focus on what not to do. This mindset protects us from repeating mistakes and sharpens our clarity. Try this simple exercise. Write down 5 behaviors that consistently damage your relationships. For each, write its opposite. Then commit to removing just one of those negative behaviors this week. This practice of subtraction can lead to more meaningful connections and a clearer understanding of what truly matters in your interactions. Inversion isn't a new idea. Its roots stretch across disciplines and centuries. From Jacobi's mathematics to Taoist philosophy, from modern cognitive science to the investment wisdom of Charlie Munger and Nassim Taleb, inversion has helped thinkers avoid pitfalls and see the world differently. It's a timeless tool for clarity and resilience. Forward thinking can sometimes trap us in illusions of progress. We fall into linear traps and blind optimism, believing that more effort always leads to better results. Inversion exposes these hidden risks. By looking at what could go wrong, we prepare ourselves for challenges and avoid the mistakes that come from unchecked optimism. Clarity often comes not from adding more but from taking away. Writers, athletes, and leaders all benefit from the power of subtraction. Consider the not-to-do list, a powerful tool for focusing on what truly matters by eliminating distractions. Subtraction is a superpower that simplifies life and work. Inversion isn't just for big decisions, it's a practical tool for everyday life. By identifying and removing consistent sources of misery in our relationships, health, and productivity, we can create space for happiness and growth. Sometimes, the simplest way to improve is to stop doing what hurts us. In your career, inversion can be a game changer. Imagine a career anti-checklist, focusing on what to avoid rather than what to pursue. Leaders who think in reverse often spot risks and opportunities that others miss. Case studies like Kodak and Netflix show how failing to invert can lead to missed innovation or even disaster. Good decisions often come from considering what could go wrong. Techniques like premortems and bias checks help us anticipate failure before it happens. The Challenger disaster is a cautionary tale of what can go wrong when risks are ignored. Inversion helps us make safer, smarter choices. Being consistently not stupid is more powerful than being consistently brilliant. This is the contrarian's advantage. By focusing on avoiding mistakes, we become antifragile, able to thrive in uncertainty and avoid the traps that catch most people. In markets and in life, this mindset is a hidden edge. Mastering inversion means making it a habit. It's not just a trick for special occasions but a lens you can use every day. By regularly asking the opposite question and looking for what to subtract, you train your mind to see what others miss. This backward lens becomes your unfair advantage. The book outlines a 5-step inversion framework. Define your nightmare scenario, map out the traps, flip the problem, subtract what doesn't work, and revisit your approach. This structured method helps you systematically avoid failure and find clearer paths to success. Innovation isn't just about creating new things, it's also about avoiding the mistakes that kill progress. The anti-business checklist helps companies spot fatal flaws before they grow. Stories like Blockbuster, Kodak, and Amazon show how inversion can make or break a business. What if happiness comes not from chasing joy but from avoiding misery? Living a backward life means seeking wisdom through unlearning and finding meaning by eliminating what doesn't matter. This approach helps us focus on what truly brings fulfillment and peace. Inversion is a skill you can train, just like a muscle. The book offers 6 practical exercises to help you build this habit. These drills encourage you to regularly flip your perspective, question assumptions, and focus on removing obstacles rather than adding solutions. The conclusion of Invert highlights the unfair advantage of the backward lens. When in doubt, reverse your approach. This simple shift can reveal opportunities and dangers that forward thinking often misses. Reverse vision is a gift that brings clarity, wisdom, and resilience. Divyam Chhaya's journey blends cybersecurity, teaching, and writing. His work is driven by a passion for helping people see clearly in complex situations. He believes that the greatest traps are not what we don't know, but what we refuse to see. Through his writing and training, Divyam connects timeless wisdom with modern challenges, always searching for new ways to help others think differently. The book is structured to guide you step by step through the art of inversion. From the foundations of inversion thinking to its application in daily life, work, and innovation, each chapter builds on the last. The journey concludes with practical exercises and a powerful reminder. Sometimes the fastest way forward is indeed backwards. Subtraction is more than a technique, it's a philosophy. By removing what doesn't serve us, we make room for what truly matters. This approach is echoed in ancient wisdom and modern science alike. Whether in writing, athletics, or business, subtraction leads to clarity and excellence. Blind spots are the hidden dangers that sabotage our progress. Inversion helps us uncover these by forcing us to look at problems from the opposite angle. By regularly asking, "What am I missing?" we protect ourselves from costly mistakes and see opportunities others overlook. A not-to-do list is a powerful inversion tool. Instead of focusing on what to add to your day, focus on what to remove. This helps you avoid distractions, stay focused, and achieve more by doing less. It's a simple yet effective way to apply inversion in your daily routine. Kodak and Netflix offer a powerful lesson in inversion. Kodak failed to invert and missed the digital revolution, while Netflix constantly questioned its own assumptions and adapted. This contrast shows how thinking backwards can help companies avoid disaster and seize new opportunities. A premortem is an inversion tool that asks, what could cause this project to fail? By imagining failure in advance, teams can identify risks and take steps to prevent them. This proactive approach leads to better outcomes and fewer surprises. Biases can cloud our judgment and lead to poor decisions. Inversion encourages us to check our assumptions and question our beliefs. By actively seeking out what we might be wrong about, we make smarter, more objective choices. Antifragility is the ability to thrive in chaos and uncertainty. Inversion helps us become antifragile by focusing on avoiding mistakes rather than chasing perfection. This mindset prepares us for unexpected challenges and helps us grow stronger through adversity. Let's break down the 5-step inversion process. 1. Define your nightmare scenario. 2. Map out the traps. 3. Flip the problem. 4. Subtract what doesn't work. And 5. Revisit your approach. This process helps you systematically avoid failure and find the clearest path forward. An anti-business checklist is a tool for spotting fatal flaws before they become problems. By asking what could destroy your business, you can take steps to prevent disaster. This inversion technique is used by successful companies to stay ahead of risks. Blockbuster's downfall is a classic example of failing to invert. By ignoring the risks of digital disruption, they missed the chance to adapt and survive. Inversion could have helped them see the dangers and pivot before it was too late. Amazon's success is partly due to its inversion mindset. The company constantly asks what could go wrong and takes steps to avoid those pitfalls. This approach has helped Amazon stay innovative and resilient in a rapidly changing market. Sometimes, wisdom comes not from learning more but from unlearning what no longer serves us. Inversion encourages us to question old habits and beliefs, making space for new insights and growth. This process of elimination leads to deeper understanding and clarity. Meaning in life often emerges when we eliminate distractions and focus on what truly matters. Inversion helps us strip away the unnecessary, revealing the core values and goals that bring fulfillment. This approach leads to a more purposeful and satisfying life. The book offers 6 practical drills to help you build the habit of inversion. These exercises challenge you to regularly flip your perspective, question your assumptions, and focus on removing obstacles. With practice, inversion becomes second nature. Reverse vision is an unfair advantage in a world that values forward momentum. By regularly looking backwards, you can spot risks, avoid mistakes, and seize opportunities that others miss. This mindset sets you apart and helps you navigate complexity with confidence. Divyam Chhaya's work connects timeless wisdom with modern challenges. By blending philosophy, psychology, and practical experience, he offers tools that anyone can use to think more clearly and avoid common traps. Inversion is a bridge between ancient insights and today's fast-paced world. You don't need to be a mathematician or philosopher to use inversion. Anyone can apply this mindset in daily decisions, work, and relationships. Start by asking the opposite question, looking for what to subtract, and focusing on avoiding mistakes. Small changes can lead to big results. Let's recap the key lessons from Invert. Think backwards to uncover blind spots. Focus on subtraction, not just addition. Use tools like the not-to-do list and promortems. Learn from the mistakes of others and always be willing to question your own assumptions. Inversion is a mindset that leads to clarity, wisdom, and success. Contrarian thinking isn't about being different for its own sake. It's about seeing what others miss and daring to ask the questions no one else will. Inversion is the ultimate contrarian tool, helping you avoid the traps of conventional wisdom and find your own path to success. Whenever you're stuck or uncertain, remember this simple rule: when in doubt, reverse. By looking at the problem from the opposite angle, you can often find solutions that were hidden before. This habit of inversion can transform the way you approach challenges, both big and small. As we conclude, remember that inversion is a journey, not a destination. By making it a regular part of your thinking, you'll gain clarity, avoid mistakes, and unlock new opportunities. Start small, practice often, and watch as the art of thinking backwards transforms your life and work.